Right. Good afternoon. Hope everyone's doing good. Hey, welcome. For those who has just joined, you may notice some of the Zoom function has been disabled. We disable some of this function to protect your privacy and the flow of the presentation. So if you have any questions during the presentation, please use the Q&A feature below, and it will be answered by one of our technical team. We'll also have a Q&A session towards the end of the presentation. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. We'll be your co-host today. I'm Anson, Market Manager for LTW, based in California.
And my name is Jordan Russ. I'm the sales engineer responsible for the Southwest region, based in Arizona. So Anson, why are we here today?
Well, Jordan, honestly, I am just tired of doing house core. I'm just trying to get out of doing house core. What about you?
I thought we were here to introduce the MPronto-12.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. MPronto-12. That's right. Shall we get started?
Yeah. Real quick, Anson. I've been wondering, what does MPronto-12 stand for?
Hey, that's a good question. So the M stand for metrics, Pronto stand for fast without delay, and the 12, it's the outer diameter of the connector interface being 12 millimeter. So let's start by watching a video demonstrating some of the key features and how the system operates. If there's any, if the video lags for whatever reason, there's a QR code towards on the bottom right corner that you can scan, or you can type in MPronto in YouTube and you will be able to find this video. So let's get started.
I love watching videos. Anson, have you seen Star Wars?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Wow, that was a really cool video. My favorite was the music. I thought the music was pretty amazing. Something I noticed. Are you saying that the customer can still use the standard M12 that they already have on their unit and they don't need to change anything?
Hey, Jordan, you're actually much smarter than I thought. You're absolutely correct. So the MPronto-12, it's backward compatible with any competitor receptacle as long as it has a 1 millimeter thread spacing. That means you're no longer required to purchase a mated pair solution from a single manufacturer, and our plug assembly can intermate with receptacle for a manufacturer that follows the IEC standard. This is very important for purchasing, because oftentimes when there's required second source, this will be a good solution for it. And consider the pandemic that we have right now, we're experiencing a lot of supply chain issues. So this is definitely something to consider, or something to switch to right now if you're facing this issue.
So you're telling me that there's no need to buy a mating pair? MPronto-12, I feel like it should be called MBachelor-12. Does it have a Tinder account?
Yes, it's like an open relationship without the commitment. So,
wow, wow. Why hasn't anybody thought of this before? I love this. This makes it so much easier. I know that there's a lot of codes in M12. What's currently available?
The MPronto-12 is actually available in various coding based on the requirement for data transfer speed, the current rating, and the protocol.
Okay, okay. I can't wait to show this to one of my customers. When are samples going to be available? When can I get some samples sent?
The connector is actually currently available and overmolded with cable in both straight and right angle. Field installable and accessory will be available later in the third quarter of 2021.
Wow. Okay. All right. What if my customer just wants to buy as components? Is that an option?
Hey, that's a very reasonable question. So component and service kit will be available in the second quarter of next year. This will allow the customer and their contract manufacturer to perform any value add work, such as custom overmolding.
That is very beneficial. What are some of the key advantages to the MPronto-12?
So the first MPronto, it's a plug-and-play solution with positive locking with audible feedback when fully locked. What that means is when the installer no longer have to guess whether the connector is fully engaged compared to a traditional screw-threaded connector. And as I've mentioned earlier, MPronto has open relationship. So that means there's no commitment of buying a mated part, as our plug assembly can intermate with bulkhead connector from other manufacturer.
Sounds great. Can you demonstrate it?
Sure. So first, I want to show you, this is a traditional M series connector, a screw threaded,
Okay.
and this is going to be an MPronto, so I will demonstrate both.
Okay.
Just to be fair, that both of these solutions are from LTW. So first up, it's going to be the screw threaded connector. First, you will have to line up, find the key, plug it in. There you go. Now, when you want to unmate it, and then you can have to turn this counterclockwise. As you can see, without gloves, it's a little bit difficult to turn.
Yeah. Are your hands sweaty?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
Ah.
Yeah, so as you can see, a traditional screw threaded connector requires a minimum of 4 to 5 seconds to intermate, and even longer with the installer has their gloves on. And that means, I'm just doing a single connector. Imagine installers, they're mating and unmating 100 or 1,000 of connectors. The time will take longer as they go. And we know that, when they get more frustrated, that means that they're more likely to create any error during the installation. So next up, it's our MPronto-12, our push-pull solution. So you find the keying.
Yep.
Ready for this?
Yes, I'm excited.
There you go.
Wow.
And to unlock it, there's a locking nut right here, which is pull. So
Very
in comparison,
cool.
the MPronto-12 only need a second or less to mate and unmate, an 80% saving on installation time. And we all know time is money, so shorter installation time equal to lower total cost of ownership.
Wow. 80% installation time savings is pretty significant. You could use a lot of the extra time to catch up on season of The Bachelorette. One of my customers and I were actually on a fantasy league for The Bachelorette.
Right.
All right. Well, is the MPronto IP rated? Can I take it swimming?
Yes, it is. So it's IP68 when mated, so you can submerge a meter under the water for 24 hours without any issue. It is also IP69K, so it can be pressure washed as well.
Oh, cool. Does the customer have the option for a more durable cable?
Of course, high bending cable can be requested, which meets the TUV2 PFG 2577, a standard that has a bending cycle test of 6 million times.
Wow. Okay. All right. What kind of certification and testing data will you have?
So for the MPronto, you can expect UL 1977 and UL 2238 for UV resistant and outdoor use. as well as EN 61373 for railway mass transit, and SAE J2839 for automotive.
Wow. Okay. What kind of solution do you have for data interference?
Hey, that's a very good question, very valid question. So we do have both non-shielded and shielded version if EMI ever becomes an issue for the data application.
Man, okay. You've been sharing a lot of information. What's your sign?
Scorpio.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm a Pisces. Well, anyway, like I said, that's a lot of information, but that's really good information. Can you quickly summarize what we've talked about?
Of course. So here's a quick summary of what we just talked about. So first one's going to be the patent and lock design. It's a plug and play system that meets the IEC standard. It's offered in various coding and can be used for various cable type. The solution is not only robust, but also very reliable and high performance for railway mass transit, automotive, and many other applications. It is IP68 and IP69K waterproof when mated, with the soft spray up to 48 hours and 100 mating cycle. So the biggest difference between LTW solution and our competitor is the MPronto-12 it's offer up to 17 contacts. In comparison, competitor only have 12 contacts. And last but not least, you're not required to purchase a mated pair, and it can be mated with bulkhead connector from other manufacturer.
Wow, that sounds pretty awesome. With these holidays coming, I think this is going to make for a pretty good Christmas present.
Jordan, you know what? I was going to invite you over for Christmas, but I am definitely not inviting you over for Christmas to exchange gifts.
What? Well, hey, what about when the field installable and service kit? When are those available?
So the MPronto service kit will be available in second quarter of next year as well. So this will allow you the flexibility in design and manufacturing.
Okay. Well, we've talked a lot about the products. Where can I use it?
There are many applications that can use the MPronto. So that's including industrial automation, material handling, industrial server, EV heavy equipment, railway mass transit, marine electronics, renewable energy, and anything and any application that you can think of that requires sensing.
Wow, that sounds like the opportunity is endless.
Hey, that's right, Jordan. So you better get moving.
I will. Is there anything else that you want to share about the M series offerings?
Yes, absolutely. So last but not least, so Amphenol has the most comprehensive line of M series in the industry. We often private label for our competitor. So hey, why not come straight to the source when you can save you money and costs and shorten the lead time? So in terms of customization and capability, we can offer various termination and configuration as well as many accessories you may need.
Wow, it sounds really great. That's a lot of really good information. I can't think of anything else to ask. I've asked enough questions. So what do you think? I think it's everyone else's turn, huh?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at all the questions we have. So if there's any question you may have, please type it out in the Q&A session. We will answer that for you.
Oh, we have one. Can you show off the mating again?
Oh, sure. So I will show you the MPronto. So this is our MPronto right here. First, you'll find the keying. There you go. Take less than 1 second. Very easy to mate and the mate. The mate, you will pull the locking nut right here. Pull it back. Okay. Lock. Unlock. Less than 1 second. So this is very ideal for application that has, a high quantity of connector installation. You can easily mate this and mate in a few seconds.
Man, that's pretty great.
So next question we have is, can it mate with competitors' similar product? The answer is, as long the panel mount connector from our competitor, it has a 1 millimeter threading, we'll be able to intermate if they follow the IEC standard.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
So how can you request samples? So on the screen, you can see myself, RPM, and FAE. If you have any requirement for samples, please shoot us an email, or you can contact your designated LTW representative for samples. Samples is available.
What about data sheets?
Yes, we can get you data sheet as well. Feel free to give us a email, shoot us an email. Here's the salt spray spec. So the salt spray can be up to 48 hours. Yeah, so the most common question that we have is the price, right? Is it cheaper than the traditional threaded connector? The answer is yeah, it will be slightly a little bit more expensive. However, considering the fact that the ease of use, the time saving that it's gonna save you time. So the total cost of ownership is much less than the traditional threaded connector.
Yeah, I think it's a much better value for sure.
Exactly. And for the lead time, our typical lead time is about 4 weeks. In comparison, our competitor will take around probably 8 to 10 weeks or more. So that is definitely an advantage for LTW.
LTW can bust it out real quick every time. It's fantastic.
So we have a question regarding the connector. So our standard, it's connector, it's in black. However, if you want to have a different color for coding or for keying purpose, we'll be able to accommodate that. So if you want to make it red or green, so we'll be able to provide that solution for you as well. So for material spec, the plastic, it has a flammability of UO94V0, and the spring lock, it's stainless 304. Just in case you're wondering what kind of material is the connector. The connector is not suitable for application that has dirt or mud, and the reason being it's the dirt or mud would clog up the locking mechanism on the connector. So we have someone asking whether if it's not for their application, it's not industrial automation, whether they can change the cable spec. The answer is yes. So the connector, the cable spec, you can define any cable that you would like. Just send us the cable that the cable spec, and we'll confirm whether the cable jacket and or connector material can properly bond.
And these are great questions. These are way better questions than the one I asked. These are fantastic. I love it.
Now we have another attendee asking for MOQ. So typically our MOQ is very, very low compared to compared to other suppliers. So MOQ, it's about 100 pieces. Now, we mentioned about the MPronto kit earlier as a server's kit. So we have attendee asking whether it can, what kind of guarantee that we can provide. Unfortunately, we cannot control the workmanship of your CM, your other suppliers. So we can only guarantee our part, but the workmanship and the waterproof and all these mechanical quality, that's going to have to lie on your CM. Now, the sample we have right now, we have it in A code. For D code, it's going to be available next month, which is in December. However, if you're looking for other M12 coding, let us know, and we'll be able to expedite or arrange some sample for you guys. All right, Jordan, I think that's all the question we have. Well, I mean, if you guys have any additional questions, feel free to email myself, Daniel, or Ellen. And thank you very much for joining us today. I hope this presentation has been helpful, and I wish everyone an early Thanksgiving and happy holidays.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Anson.
Thank you.